party. So I don't know why I laid these over here, but I'm gonna move them now. I don't know what I'm doing with my life today. I wanted to do a quick little video. This is pretty short. I didn't have a lot of time. I'm super sorry about that. But this video is about how a person on your mind would react to you opening up to them about whatever. So it could be anyone on your mind. It could be anything that you're wanting to share with them. It's just some type of conversation that you would be having, how will that information be received? If I share my feelings with this person, like, how's that going to go? How are they going to take that? What's going to happen? Yeah, that's basically it. So we've got 4 groups to choose from today. We've got group 1 over here with the octopus, group 2 with the owl, group 3 with the whale, who is in reverse, and then group 4 with the hyena. I didn't put crystals here today. I don't know. Does that bother you guys? Does it matter? I'm just always over here like trying out different things. Like I said, I didn't have a lot of time today, but it's been a minute since I posted a video and it's making me really sad. I want more time to dedicate to this channel. But I wanted to just hop on here today and spend a little bit of time that I do have to do just a little quick short reading. So it is sort of like short and sweet to the point. But yeah, we've got 4 different groups to choose from. So just take some time to think about the person and what you want to say to them, and ask yourself where your message is. I'll put the timestamps in the description box below, and I'll see you at your reading. Group 1, okay. Wow, the person that you're asking about, I really like this person. It seems like you guys have a really healthy, good, open line of communication between the two of you already, or if you don't, you're about to start one, and you're both coming across as emotionally intelligent. And so I think that, this person's coming across as someone who would be, a safe person to talk to about whatever it is that you're wanting to talk about. So whatever you're sharing with them, I think that they're going to react in a very patient, stable, calm sort of way. They want to make you feel safe and comforted and heard and understood. I don't think that they are going to talk over you. They're really just going to sit and listen. They're not going to be so much worried about getting to any sort of like quick resolution or getting to the end of the conversation, or really worried about anything else that's going on. They're going to be really with you in the moment, and they're just going to hold space for you and let you share how you're feeling. There's so much like compassion here that they have for you. I don't know if you're going to be sharing something that you have like some shame over, or something that maybe you're ashamed about, or that you're struggling with, maybe like a mental health thing, an addiction, something from your past. If it's any type of like unhealthy behavior or anything, it just really doesn't matter what it is. This person's not going to judge you. They're really going to just listen to you with so much compassion and love and care. And they're going to let you lead the conversation. Again, they're not going to like try to jump to finding a solution. They're just really going to listen to you, like truly listen. And I think this person is someone who's very smart, and they're going to be fully focused on you and this conversation, really watching your body language, listening to your tone of voice, just everything, just very honed in on this conversation. They're not going to want to say anything or do anything that's too impulsive. They're not going to want to like scare you away or have this conversation get shut down. Again, they're going to acknowledge that whatever it is that you're sharing with them, it's taking some courage to share that. And they're going to be patient with you. They don't want to rush. They don't want to scare you off. They don't want to freak you out. I think that they're going to be listening to whatever you're saying, in order to guide their next actions or your next actions together in whatever type of connection this is. They're kind of looking at what you're saying as like a guiding light moving forward. So like, not only do they want to make you feel safe in this moment while you're sharing this with them, but they want to make you feel safe moving forward. They may ask you some questions. They may, after you say something, they may, they just want to make sure that they're clear, I think, is the thing. They don't want to like probe you or like be too intrusive or scare you away, but they will make sure that they are understanding you clearly because, again, they want to be certain about where you guys are going moving forward after this conversation. They're really just going to be following your lead, honestly. Yeah, no, that I feel like it's going to go very well. Whatever you're asking about sharing with them, I think that they're going to be very accepting, very receiving. Um, yeah, and I think that they're going to be just like a safe, good, stable person to talk to. Um, if you are looking to them for advice, I think they will very happily, readily give that to you, but they are not going to push that on you. Um, but they're very open to working together. So, like, again, moving forward. So, after this conversation, whatever they can do to continue to make you feel safe, comfortable, heard, seen. I think this is a really sweet person. I think they care a lot about you. Also, like, whenever this, after you share this with them, I think your connection is just going to be that much more close. And I don't think it's going to leave like this heavy sort of energy lingering around. If anything, it's going to feel even more light after you get this out. You guys will probably be laughing and joking after, if this is like an intimate connection, you guys may be, having a little hanky panky after this. If it was some sort of argument, which I'm not seeing anything here to show me that it was, but like, yeah, maybe a little bit of the makeup sex going on, but yeah, I see this going really well. I think that they're going to be grateful that you are opening up to them at all. They're going to appreciate that, and they're going to show you that they appreciate that. And I think it's going to bring you closer, and you'll want to open up to them more moving forward, and it may also make them want to open up to you more. Um, this seems like a very quiet person. I don't know, like if they say a lot typically, or not, or if it's just how they're going to be in this exact scenario. But again, they're just going to be listening. You're going to be doing all of the talking, and they're going to be listening to you. This is a very empathetic person, and they care a lot about you, and they just want to make sure that you feel good. So yeah, I think that this is awesome. They're not going to rush. They're not going to rush again. Not only to solve it, but they're not going to like just brush it off either. They want to make sure that you feel good, like that you feel good after this conversation, and that things are good moving forward. So yeah, it looks like a great turnout here for you to open up to this person and share whatever is on your mind. So I hope that was helpful. Okay, group 2. So it seems like whoever you are thinking of, or whatever you wanted to share with them, it may not be some great news. It may be a little bit negative, or it's going to be perceived to be negative by this person. I think that they're going to be a little on edge already just to speak to you. I don't know if you've not been in contact or if you guys have had an argument or something. But they're already going to be a little bit intimidated by you, and you're going to have this sort of cool, calm, and collected demeanor to them, and they're going to be trying to be cool, calm, and collected. And if they're acting like they are, it's a total poker face, because on the inside, they're going to be feeling pretty upset. They may actually cry. I'm trying to figure out if this person's like manipulative or not, like with their tears, like would they try to make you feel bad or something? They might, depending on your situation, your person, that would vary. But yeah, they might either get a little teary-eyed or cry a little bit, get a little bit emotional. If they aren't showing emotion, they're feeling it inside, and they're not wanting you to see it. So it's kind of like one or the other. And again, if they do show it, if they do cry, I don't know. Not that it wouldn't be genuine. Like, I think that they would be upset, but I don't know if maybe they would be trying to milk that a little bit and get you to feel sorry for them, because it seems almost like a breakup, or like you're firing someone, or you know what I mean, like you're cutting the cord with someone, and it may actually be a cord that's already been cut, and this person thought that you could mend things, and it's almost like a severing of the cord once again. So it's not like it's a shock necessarily. It's sort of what it seems like. Um, it's like whatever these circumstances are, it shouldn't be shocking to this person that you would be either walking away or turning down some sort of offer or just putting an end to something in this connection with this person. Um, but they might again try to use their tears or something to their advantage to get you to feel sorry for them, to like delay things a bit, or you know what I mean. It's like, well, this is my last ditch effort to keep this person here. I don't know, something like that. Again, that would like vary depending on your situation. Either way, internally they're not going to be happy about whatever you're saying to them, whether they're showing it, whether they're not showing it. They're not happy on the inside, and that is genuine. There's a lot of like pity party energy here. They're going to be feeling very defeated, very like on the one hand beating themselves up and feeling guilty, but then on the next really just going straight into a pity party with it of like, well, this person just doesn't want me, and sort of acting like a baby about it. I don't know. There's probably a better way I could say that. But it does sting nonetheless. Okay, it stings. It hurts. They're not excited about whatever you're telling them. It's not the outcome they wanted. Again, they're going to be feeling defeated. I think that this person, again, it's not like they should be shocked by the news that you're delivering. But even though it's not shocking, I think that they were still hoping for a different outcome. So this may be someone, again, that you have like a history with, that like maybe they used you for a while or treated you badly for a while or got away with something in this connection for a while. And they wanted that to continue. They definitely wanted a different outcome. They were wanting more of a future, or you know, they wanted you in their future, this connection in their future. And I think it's sort of hitting them. I don't know, that's not the case, that's not what's going to be happening here, because there's just a lot of defeat, a lot of crushed hopes and dreams, heartbreak, heartache, you know, where do I go from here? Just feeling really shut down, like your fire just got put out, you know, just stepped on. um, and again, it's like on the one hand I feel like they like almost start to take an honest look at themselves and like how they may have contributed to this outcome, to this happening, and like really looking at things from your perspective. But then they go straight into pity party mode instead. um, it's interesting. It's like they're not super self-aware, and it's like when they try to be, it doesn't last very long. um, Yeah, and I don't know, there may be slightly a little bit of delusion still here, even though like it's definitely hitting them in this moment that you guys don't want the same outcome, that you are putting an end to something, standing up for yourself in some sort of way. Um, and they see that, but they're still internally like, well, how can I turn this around? You know? And so again, that may be, they may put on some tears or something, it just depending on your person. If it's not that, then I think that they may still be internally thinking, how can I fix this? You know, they say that it's over. They say that things are done and it's time to move on, or whatever the case may be. But how could I fix this? How could I turn this around? There's got to be some sort of way. But there's a lack of direction in that. So, yeah, I don't see them enjoying this, whatever it is that you're sharing with them, because again, it seems like it's going to be hurtful to them, but it's almost like they deserve it, you know? Like it's not unfair. You know what I mean? Like the judgment, whatever's going on here, whatever you're saying to them, it's sort of like they did this. They made their bed, now they got to lie in it, and they don't like it. They don't like that at all. Um, for sure. Eating their own words, you know? It's like they really, I don't know, had a little bit too much ego here and thought that they could get away with something that they couldn't. I don't know. And now you're just putting an end to that, and they just they're really not going to like it. But if you're wondering if this person's going to like blow up and act crazy and cause a scene or anything like that, I'm definitely not seeing that. Yeah, I don't think that's what's going to happen here at all. I think, yeah, they may be a little immature in the way that they take this, but I don't know if that's going to show. I think it's going to be more just internally. I think that they're going to be having their pity party on the inside, and if anything, again, might try to pull on your heartstrings with their tears. But I don't think that they're going to like cause a scene or act crazy or anything like that. So if this person has been sort of like volatile in the past and you worry about any sort of emotional instability contributing to them just again acting like an asshole, like acting crazy or something. I don't think they're going to do that because I think they're just going to be kind of like a dog with its tail tucked between its legs, you know. So yeah, I don't know. That's what I got here, group 2. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you will be back here in the future. Okay, so group 3. The person that you were asking about, don't really love their vibe, okay? I'm just gonna be straight up, straight to the point. Yeah, I don't really think this person's very trustworthy. I don't know what it is that you're wanting to open up to them about or share with them, but it looks as though this may be like a breakup situation or like a come to Jesus sort of meeting where it's like, hey, if you want me and you want to be with me, I need things to change, and this is what I need from you. You know what I mean? Like really laying down the law, like saying, hey, I can't do this anymore. I need to see change, or I'm out of here, whatever it may be. Like a very serious conversation. It does feel like it's like you're wanting to put an end to something, and this person does not want you to do that. They don't want you to put an ending to whatever's going on here, but they also don't want to make any sort of change, and they don't plan to. They don't plan on it, but I think that they will tell you that they do plan on it. I think that they will say anything that you want to hear in this moment. So please be very mindful of that. Yeah, I don't know who this is, but it does kind of come across as like a situationship or a partner in that way, like a romantic partner or something like that. But because we do have the lovers here, but it could be whatever. Just apply it to your situation, I guess. If you do kind of know that about this person, that they do have a tendency to be sort of manipulative, they're definitely very good with their words. They're very good with their words. They are very calculated. They know what they're going to say and how that's going to come across and exactly what that's going to do. I think that they're going to try to point any sort of blame or anything onto you. Again, they seem very manipulative. So it's like if you're trying to open up to them and you start this conversation, right? You're the one that started it because you have something to share and you're saying, hey, when you do this, it makes me feel like this and I need you to change that. They're going to completely just do like just a 360 and just get right out of there and say, oh, but what about this and you doing this and doing that, and you know what I mean? They're going to completely turn the conversation over to something else, and it's going to be where they're going to be putting some sort of blame on you. So instead of listening to what you said, acknowledging it and responding to that, they're going to just ignore it, and they're just going to like start talking about everything that you're doing wrong in the connection. And that's just so annoying. Like, I think that they're really immature in that way too. Like, I don't even know if that is, I don't know. I don't even know if they know that they do that part or not. But they probably are kind of smart because they are good with their words. They know what to say. They're very persuasive. It looks like you guys have some sort of imbalance in this connection, and that's why I said that might be something that might be what you're bringing up, is that that's bothering you. You may be kind of catching on to that, and you're wanting some more effort from their side in one way or another. But they don't want to change that. They like this unequal give and take situation. They like that you give more than them. They like that you put in all this effort and they just reap the rewards and the benefits. They definitely don't plan to change that. And if this is a sexual relationship, they might try to seduce you, like literally during this conversation or right after. You know what I mean? Like their focus is going to be more on that, like any way that they can manipulate you using their words, using their body and your attraction to them, whatever. They're going to use it to their advantage to put an end to this conversation, because if you are trying to put an end to this connection or to some type of behavior, they're going to postpone that in any way. that they are not wanting that. They're going to delay that in any way that they can. But again, they're going to come across like, oh, I'm sorry. Like I will definitely change that for you. I'll do better. I'll do this. But I wouldn't believe it. I just wouldn't believe it. And if you're worried about whether this person is truly committed to you in whatever way, whatever this connection is, if they are loyal to you, they don't know. They haven't decided. With the Two of Swords being in reverse here, they don't even know. And it came out with the untold story. It's the untold stories in reverse. So it's like, do they? Like I think that they act a lot differently than how they actually feel. They're very much about number one, about me, about themselves. Yeah, I think this person's definitely selfish. Yeah, probably kind of conniving. I'm just not into this at all. Um, yeah, if you're trying to put an end to something, they're going to do everything in their power to stop that, even if it's just during this conversation. So it's like, if you really need to get this out, stay focused and stay on track, because this is the type of person that's going to, again, take your words, twist them, turn the conversation into something totally different. And then 30 minutes later, you're like, wait, what were we talking about? Didn't I have something that I was trying to bring up here? What was it? You know what I mean? Or again, them seducing you or something like that. But they're going to try to keep you from getting whatever out that you need to get out, whatever you need to say. I just really don't like this person at all. So there's that. I wouldn't trust them, and I would be careful with the way that you communicate what you need to communicate to them. Like, if they're not going to let you get your words out, maybe you need to write it. You know what I mean? But even then, they're going to come back with something putting the blame on you instead. So this may be one of those situations where you're like, I can't even really get closure here because they're not going to let me. You know what I mean? It's like there are some times when you just have to walk away because you can't close out a conversation. They're not going to let you get your point across. They're just not, because they're always going to get the last word in, and that last word is always going to be with a finger pointing at you, pointing all the blame onto you, whatever that means. So it may be best to just think about whether or not it's even worth it for you to put any more energy, effort, time into this. Or if it's one of those things where it's just like, that is the boundary. Like, it's disturbing my peace too much to go around and around and around with this person in circles, because that's what this gives me. They're the type of person that's the conversation. It would end up like that, like a freaking never ending circle. And it's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. But they know more of what's going on than what they're letting on. It's like, they may act like they don't understand. And so you keep explaining and like explaining more, and they need you, but what about, but why, and this, and asking questions. Like, they fully understand. They know what's going on. They just are trying to postpone this. They're trying to put a stop to whatever type of ending or whatever type of change you're trying to see happen here in this connection. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. This person ain't it, sis. Anyway, do what you want to do, but don't trust this person too much. Definitely be smart and be on the defense a little bit with this person. That's what I would say with this little message right here. But yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope I'll see you again here in the future. Thank you. Okay, group 4. All right, so there's a couple different sort of scenarios that I was seeing popping up here. It looks like you're talking to someone who, above all else, wants to be a really good friend to you. I do see that. I see that they really care about you no matter what. For some of you, though, this is someone who is like a romantic interest, or they're interested in you in that way, because we have a couple different cards here. I mean, honestly, like, we've got 2 of Cups, the Hierophant, the 4 of Wands, and the King of Cups, and those being here in this spread together, like that, it's kind of giving me, lovey kind of relationship type of vibes. So I did want to say that this person may be interested in some sort of commitment with you. So I don't know if you're opening up about wanting more commitment, wanting more out of this connection, if that's what that is, and they are like sort of in agreement with that, or whatever you're opening up to them about, it's making them see you in this other light. So this could be like a friend who you've not really shared a lot of those emotions like that, like deeper feelings or anything with each other, but they're seeing you in that way. I don't know. So you also could be sharing something about like a situation that you're struggling with. It could even be like just mentally, like anxiety. Um, one of you could be dealing with depression, one or both of you, honestly, here, something like that. And you guys kind of just like talking about that together, like opening up about that. Um, I see it going well. I think again, this person cares about you. This person, I feel like they're very empathetic. So when you're sharing your feelings with them, like they're feeling what you're feeling. They're really taking the time to sit with you in those feelings. I think that's really cool, and I feel like you're doing the same with them. Like this actually seems more like, again, it's almost like both of you are sharing these feelings, and you're kind of like sharing similarities. Like you're sharing I don't know if you didn't know this before and you're going to be finding it out when one of you opens up. But yeah, it's like you're finding out that you both kind of have more shared experiences than what you thought you did. If this is someone that you're talking to online, I think they're going to want to see you in person. It may also be someone you haven't seen in a long time or talked to in a long time. But again, I think that they're going to want to talk to you in person, or it could be over the phone, whatever it may be. But if it's not in person, they're going to want that after this conversation. They're really going to want to see you. I think that they're going to want to like ground this. Again, it's giving me like they're interested in creating something out of this connection. So if that's a romantic thing, they're wanting to make this a more committed sort of relationship, I think. I think that they're going to be offering any type of like resources to you. They're going to want to be helpful to you in whatever way they can. Yeah, so any type of resources, whether it's like a book that they read or a therapist they really like, someone they think that you would be friends with. It could be like a lot of different things. Some type of online group. Um, yeah, it could be so many different things, but I see them wanting to help you with whatever it is that you're struggling with. Because again, it's giving me something that you're feeling stuck in one way or another. And you guys are just going to be really open and helping each other through this. But yeah, again, it's like whatever you're talking about, it's making this person see you in like a whole new light. Um, they're almost like rethinking your connection or something. It's like if you were only friends up until this point, and like you're getting to like this deeper level emotionally now through this conversation. They're like, wow, this person fits me really well, and like we have so much more in common than I even ever realized. And they have a depth to them that I didn't realize they had. It could be something like that. But there definitely are a lot of emotions here. They've got a lot of compassion for you. I mean, we've got cards that speak of commitment here twice. I do think that this person is trustworthy. I think that they are a loyal friend. Um, Again, above all else, even if this went nowhere romantically, like they do care about you, and they do hold space for your feelings, and they feel what you're feeling, and they just want to help you in whatever way that they can, even if it's just being your sounding board, even if it's just letting you vent to them. Um, they want to help you get unstuck in whatever way that is. Um, and I think that this person, and maybe you too, hide these deeper emotions normally, like with humor. And so I think, again, it's like, so if you're opening up about struggling with like anxiety or depression or just anything, any type of mental health situation at all that like they didn't know about you before, it's going to be a little bit surprising to them, or vice versa. Like it could be surprising to you to find this out about them, because they could be, or you could be usually like, class clown, jokester, whatever. And actually that's pretty common. Like that's sort of a known thing, right? That people who are constantly using humor, a lot of times those are the people that behind closed doors they do battle some really heavy emotions or social anxiety or whatever, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, you guys may connect on in that way. You guys may both share that, where you tend to use jokes as a way of covering up how you're really feeling or something. But this conversation is going to change that. You guys are going to be taking this connection to a deeper level. It's going to be really great for both of you. Really beautiful thing here. I love it. I think it looks awesome. I don't really know what else to say here about this. I think, yeah, I think that this conversation will go well. I think it will be in your favor and in theirs, and will really just strengthen your relationship with one another. And again, just be like, it'll be mutually beneficial. You guys care about each other and want to help each other. So I think that it's a great person to talk to, and whatever it is that you're wanting to share with them, I think it will be received well. Okay, and if anything, it might make them fall in love with you. So be careful, because that's what it looks like here. And that may be it too. There is the Five of Cups in reverse over here with that, and it's like with the Four of Wands. And so again, it may be someone that like you didn't talk to for a long time, and they thought it was a missed opportunity, and then you are kind of like reuniting and catching up, and they're like, oh my gosh, maybe there is still a chance. It could be that they're thinking of, or if this is someone who you just haven't made it to that higher level of commitment yet, or haven't even shared deeper feelings other than friendship, they may be realizing the like, oh my gosh, like maybe this is my person, or maybe um like I thought that this person didn't care about me in that way, and I'm starting to think that maybe they do. Maybe they're, so I don't know what it is you're wanting to share with them. Maybe it's your own feelings for them, but they're gonna like it if that's the case, because they're seeing that there's like potential here. They're seeing that like, wow, this could be a potential partner for me. This could be a potential steady, long term, stable, committed like partnership that I've been looking for. So yeah, it looks like it's going to go well. I hope that this was helpful for you. Most of all, thank you for being here today, and I hope I'll see you again in the future.